Hello, listeners! My listening friends, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. I'm Moose Jaw Matt, here on Nature and Science for Kids. I would like to answer a couple of questions which have been lingering for a while. Thank you for your patience, those who have asked. We will begin with Emery. By the way, no, we'll get to it. Never mind, just hold the way. Emery asked, why do mosquito bites itch? That's an excellent question, and there's a fairly excellent answer I'm going to share with you right now. When a mosquito bites you, its goal is to draw out blood. So, in its saliva, it has an anticoagulant and proteins. The anticoagulant is a blood thinner. It's thinning the blood. It is causing your blood to flow freely without clotting. So in another episode a long time ago, we answered the question, why does blood clot? Because it's designed to. And the mosquito has in its saliva an anticoagulant so the blood won't clot, so it can get the blood freely. It's really remarkable and irritating all at the same time. In addition to the anticoagulant, it also has proteins. This causes a reaction in your body. When something enters your body besides food, your body has to figure out if it should be there or not. It's amazing that it happens when you don't even realize what's happening. Your body has something called histamines, and they are a part of your immune system deciding if it's okay or not. Think of it like this. A histamine is there with its arms crossed, and it's deciding if something is allowed to get in or not. And sometimes it says okay, and sometimes it says no. It's like a snake hissing, trying to scare its victims away. Histamine. There you go. That's what a histamine is. That's what it does. Histamines are a part of the immune system response. They're chemicals in your immune system, and they cause itchiness, inflammation, and swelling. The trouble is, when you have an itch, you want to scratch it, but that can cause your skin to become even more inflamed, more irritated. So it gets itchier, making you want to scratch more. It gets itchier, and then there's a cycle that's frustrating. So what you need to do is not scratch and instead do one of these things. You can clean the area with rubbing alcohol, apply honey, take an oatmeal bath, apply a cool tea bag, emphasis on cool, apply a basil rub, add aloe vera, or other things. You can look online. There are lots of recipes, lots of things. Just make sure it's legit. You don't want something that's going to make it worse. There are many home remedies which can help. So there you go, Emery. There's your answer. That brings us to the second question from Charlie. Why do we get cramps in our side and why do they hurt? Cramps happen to 60 to 70% of all runners at some point in any given year. That's quite a few. So most runners will experience one of these. And it's not just for runners, although they might experience it more often. It can happen to anybody. In fact, here's the name for this sort of nonsense, these side cramps. They're also called side stitches, by the way. The pain you experience from side cramps or side stitches is known as exercise-related transient abdominal pain, ETAP. Woohoo, let's just stick to cramps or stitches. Although when I think of stitches, I'm thinking of needle and thread and skin, and that makes me want to pass out. Cramps is great. Let's stick to cramps. What's happening, though, is that your diaphragm is spasming. Your diaphragm is the muscle responsible for respiratory breathing. So you can have a diaphragm muscle cramp, stress on stomach ligaments, or irritation of the muscles lining the abdomen. However, there are some other things that you might want to be careful to look out for. It could be a swollen spleen, a rib fracture, or muscle strain. None of those sound pleasant. Generally, it's just a plain old cramp from exercising. Your diaphragm is spasming, and that hurts because there's stress or pressure on the diaphragm muscle. So something simple you can do is decrease your activity and stretch. By the way, Moose Jaw Matt is not a certified doctor, so please don't get your medical advice from him. Moose Jaw Matt is a podcast host. If you are experiencing a side cramp or mosquito bites, please see a professional like your mother. She is just shy of being a doctor. It's almost guaranteed. One more thing, listeners. I would like to thank Josiah, Jesse, and Jacob for supporting the podcast, along with Levi, Luke, Anakin, Leon, Maya, and Liam. What you do makes a difference, and I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Continue to listen, leave reviews, share with somebody. Mostly, I just hope you're enjoying it. Well, listeners, I'm Moose Jaw Matt. Until next time, keep exploring your... Wait a minute. It's time to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Parker. And happy birthday, Liam. I hope you have a fabulous birthday. You're not bitten by mosquitoes. You're not getting side cramps, side stitches, or exercise-related transient abdominal pain. No, none of that. Just maybe a cupcake? I don't know. Carrot cake? Balloons? Potatoes? One time I dug up potatoes on my birthday. That's another story. Let's move along, and listeners, have a fabulous day. Now, I'm Moose Jaw Matt. Until next time, keep exploring your world.